Wow. Boy, did I choose the wrong time to take a break from Detroit Become Human, because at the end of last episode, we had a lot of crazy stuff happen. For starters, we had Kara get away from that really creepy situation. Another hard situation. I told you guys, she is going through the absolute worst, I think, in this game. She just has a really unique and hard set of situations that she's having to overcome. And while having and taking care of a human child. So Alice and her, and also Luther, we got a new person in their group. So Luther is also making their way all the way up to Canada. So that should be the destination that they're headed towards in this chapter. Connor and our dear detective are on their way to the Eden, which we heard about in a magazine earlier. So go into a club. I think, yeah, a sex club. Yeah, okay, Eden. Anyways, so we're going to that garden. And then on top of that, we also have Markus, who successfully stole, I think we did a pretty great job with that chapter, but Markus has successfully stolen the CyberLife ingredients, I don't know, just like the parts, right? So we successfully stole the truck, and also while freeing some more androids, and also we brought along a new person too, the security guard. So that was an incredibly successful mission, but now it's where do they go from here, right? Because the more people that join Jericho mean the need for parts continues to go up, right? And also, what is the, like, I don't know, what is this uprising, this group going to transform into? I think that we've got Markus going down the right path. I know we've talked about this before, but I think that he does have like a light versus dark side, good versus evil kind of thing playing out. Like, are you going to use this to continue to maybe lead the world into a spiral, into a war, into something like arguably a little bit more of a difficult way to go about this? Or are you going to inspire hope? Are you going to step up and be this leader that just helps kind of bring together that hope for the androids and humans to coexist, and not in the way that they are right now, you know, not having this one above the other, but an equal status, equal level? And how do you go about changing an entire mindset, right? Because the entire rest of the world has this idea. Actually, we can't speak for the whole world, because we do know about Canada being Android free. So there's probably a lot of other countries that are Android free as well. But at least in the States, how do we change an entire mindset, right? So that's going to be interesting to see how Markus's story continues to develop. But yeah, I chose the wrong time to take a break. I had to go back and look at the videos. But with that, let's just dive straight into it. I actually am hoping we start with Kara this time, because it'll be cool to see. I'm hoping that her situation starts getting a little bit easier. And what I'm like, I guess at the end of the day, like, where do we go with Alice from here? You know, like, what do we do? Does she really become like an adoptive mother? Are we finding a home to settle down in? Like, what is the ultimate goal for all of these stories, right? All right, let's go find out. Guys, thank you so much for being here, and welcome back in. Action. I didn't smack myself this time. This is a hefty, oh, there we go, 40. Oh. Legs. The sexiest androids.
Oh, feels like somebody's playing with a drill inside my skull.
Yeah, the heavy rain would not be nice with that.
Sure this is the place?
It's the address in the report.
Right. Okay. Let's get going.
Oh. I mean, I feel like he shows up. He always gets pulled into work situations when he's hungover. Software instability. Eden Club. We've got an ambulance on scene with cops
Sexiest
as well.
androids in town. Now I
Can't go anywhere else.
know why you insisted on coming here.
Oh, come on.
Oh, boy.
You can't. Oh, we do have to follow Hank. I highly doubt Connor's interested in this kind of thing. Seems pretty one-track mind on the situation at hand. Wow.
Welcome to Eden Club.
Whoa.
Connor!
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing?
Sorry.
Coming, Lieutenant.
I'm just saying. $29.99. Your Android is ready. $29. Hey, look, that's North. That model looks just like North.
Investigation's ongoing, sir. I can't tell.
Doesn't it? Yeah. That explains, yeah, that's gotta be the reason that we lost points with asking about her past or where she escaped from.
Body and an asshole. Just what I needed.
I see nothing. I'm looking straight ahead. What's the situation? Just follow Hank. Oh my goodness, the muscles. Where's Dad bod Chris Redfield?
Lieutenant Anderson and his plastic hat.
Yeah,
What the fuck are you two doing here?
We've been assigned all cases involving androids.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're wasting your time. There's some pervert who, got more action than he could handle.
We'll have a look anyway, if you don't mind.
Yes, please.
Come on, let's go. It's, starting to stink of booze in here.
Night, Lieutenant.
He was nice. He's always respectable and nice. The other guy's an asshole. Examine victim, examine android. Examine the room in the first place. There's something hidden. This is a lot of lights, you know? I feel like there should be like a dim light setting. This is a little too, this is pretty bright. Choose your fantasy, choose the degree. The alcohol. All right, so we had his wallet, business tie. We've got booze, glasses, little hotel bottles. Is that like coffee and tea? Champagne. This is vile. I like the flooring. But both of them are dead, so this is a really, well, actually we can't really speak for the android, right? We don't, not our like deprogram. I don't know. Let's check out her first.
Driver's license says Michael Graham.
Analyze.
Credit card.
Yeah.
Whoa, hey! Oh, Connor, you're so disgusting. I think I'm gonna puke again.
You know I'm gonna do it. You've seen me do it. I think I did tell him I wasn't gonna do it again in front of him, maybe. Model W400, was it? He must have hit her across the head. Critically damaged, yeah. Yeah, he had to have struck her across the head. Cardiac arrest. No sign of a cardiac event. Heart attack, not the cause of death. Interesting. Okay. I don't see any wounds on him. Okay. It's like stop being a perv. Keep your eyes up. Neck? Severe bruising. Strangulation. Asphyxiation. He was choked to death. He said choke me and she said harder. Graham Michael, estimated time of death, weight, deceased. Fair. Victim was strangled. And then in a defense, he must have smacked her hard enough to actually end her life. So she
He
would have...
didn't die of a heart attack. He was strangled.
Yeah, I saw the bruising on the neck. Doesn't prove anything, though. Could have been rough play.
Connect. Reactivation required?
The only way to access its memory is to reactivate it.
Think you can do it?
Do I think I
Badly damaged. If I can, it'll only be for a minute, maybe less. Just hope it's long enough to learn something.
I have to be really sure about exactly what I want to ask her then, because it's probably going to give us a few questions and we're only going to get one of the answers. Here we go. Direct, soothe, direct.
I'm going to ask you some questions. Are you able to speak?
Is he dead?
Facts.
Tell me what happened.
He started hitting me. Again. And again. I begged him to stop, but he wouldn't.
I'm not gonna ask about being a
It
murderer.
was like he was enjoying it.
Did you kill him?
No. No, it wasn't me.
Alone?
Were you alone in the room? Was there anyone else with you?
He wanted to play with two
Oh,
girls.
shoot.
That's what he said. There was two of us.
What
What
model?
model was the other android? Did it look like you?
No. No! By not asking the murderer question, she went from 1.5 minutes to like 11 seconds. In no time.
So there was another android.
It couldn't have been North.
This happened over an hour ago.
Yeah.
It's probably long gone.
Yeah.
No. It couldn't go outside dressed like that unnoticed. It might still be here.
Think you could find a deviant among all the other androids in this place?
Deviants aren't easily detected.
Oh, shit. There's gotta be some other way.
Oh, all right.
Maybe
this-
an eyewitness, somebody who saw it leaving the room. I'm gonna go ask the manager a few questions about what he saw. You let me know if you think of anything.
There's not cameras, at least on the external corridor. Obviously not inside the rooms. That would be messed up.
Did you know
But-
the victim?
Okay, this is a really messed up situation. I am telling you guys, I think that this time I need to catch the deviant. And I'm saying that ahead of time because I have to remind myself that. But I think in Connor's situation, I keep not finding the deviant and it's causing instability. I mean, it was different though. The last one was Lieutenant Anderson's life on the line and I wanted to save him. So it will depend on the situation here at the end. But I think it would be best for us if we were to solve this one.
I mean, he came in maybe 2-3 times. I mean, these guys, they don't really talk very much, you know? They come in, do their business, and then go on their way.
All right, search for android eyewitnesses. Yeah, the models
You ever
in
had any trouble with
the
androids before?
tubes. The
No
tubes.
way. No. Once, we lost a model 2-3
Yes,
months
that's
back.
that's
Same
North.
model.
No,
Just vanished. We never found out what happened.
I think that's got to be North, but I
Probably
thought she
don't
had been
have
around
any
for a long time.
CCTV.
No fingerprint
No way.
detected. Please try again.
Wow.
That's what people appreciate about Eden
I guess we need to go ask. Yeah.
Club. Discretion. And you can come and go without a trace.
Sure.
Excuse me, Lieutenant.
I need you.
Can you come here a second?
Found something?
Maybe.
It wouldn't be one of the androids in the tubes, right? I'd assume not. So it has to be one of the dancers,
Can you rep
perhaps?
this, Tracy?
For fuck's sake, Connor, we got better things to do.
Please, Lieutenant. Just trust me.
It's like $29.99.
Hello. A 30-minute session costs $29.99. Please confirm your purchase.
This is not gonna look good on my expense account.
Purchase confirmed. Eden Club wishes you a pleasant experience.
You're welcome.
Delighted to meet you. Follow me. I'll take you to your room.
Okay, now what?
Do we want to ask her in private or just right now? She's shimmery like a mermaid.
Oh, shit. What the hell are you doing?
No way. Okay, I didn't realize we were going to be able to see exactly what she had seen. Now that's pretty cool. There we go. There it is. A blue-haired Tracy headed towards the entrance. So she did leave. Oh, okay. Looks like we need to check the next android. Okay, we need to see where she went after.
It saw something.
What are you talking about? Saw what?
The deviant leave the room. A blue-haired Tracy. club policy is to wipe the android's memory every 2 hours. We only have a few minutes if we want to find another witness.
Wow. Okay. If she went towards, yeah, I would definitely ask the one in the corner because she's going to be able to get a view if she went outside or if she went, unless she was rented during that time. That's the problem.
Hey, what am I supposed to do with this one?
This one.
Let's try this one.
This better be...
Okay. Okay, see, yeah. Yeah. Somebody had her during that time. It looked like there was two, yeah, out of sight. No
I
luck.
didn't see anything. I made a mistake somewhere.
I think it would be the dude. Yeah, let's ask Hank. Hank is like the second name to... Wait, no. I love how it keeps asking Hank. Okay. Okay, this is the right time. There she is. Okay, that looks like a couple that is... turned back into the club. Okay, so she was going and then she realized probably she didn't have clothes. All right, so now she's all the way over there. I don't know about the current situation that's happening in front of them. They're looking for a
I
third.
saw the blue-haired Tracy. I know which way it went.
Then go for it.
Is there anything else that I'm missing here? Okay.
There are androids everywhere. How are you gonna tell which
The
one
corner
saw
one.
the Tracy with blue hair? We'll never have time to check them
Know
all.
which direction it's headed. If you have a better idea, another android on its path.
Except she might have... She was looking down the whole time. No! Yeah, she was looking down the whole time. Hold on. That's the couple. No, that's not the couple that was looking. Android, yes, suspect out of sight. This was a different time.
Nothing. Blue-haired Tracy didn't come this way.
I don't think it's any of the dancers. I really don't. He's buying a lot of androids. There we go. It's got to be him. There. She's going into the red. Turned into the red room. All right. Move. Yeah, the reason why I didn't bank on any of the dancers is just because they're constantly rotating. Even if they were there at the time, they might not have been able to see. Okay. So if she had gone in here, I feel like the only exits, it would have been that way. So we need to see somebody who would be able to look from that angle. Let's try this guy. Nope. A little too fast. Nope. Android out of sight. Okay. Too much.
No. I lost its track again.
Spent all this money and I'm still not having fun.
Let's ask this. No. Out of sight too. Damn it. I think... Yep, Android out of sight. Let's try the dancer this time.
It didn't
could
see
be
anything. I made a mistake somewhere.
Connect dancer. Come on. No. See, yeah, the dancer's too, like, the movements are too fast-paced. It wouldn't be right.
No. I lost its track again.
Right
Spent
here.
all this money and I'm still not having
I know. Damn it. This guy's taking up the entire view. The guy next to him.
It didn't see anything. I made a
Their
mistake
big old
somewhere.
heads in the way. Okay, this, yes. Okay, she went that way. Turned into the blue room. We gotta go fast. I think I only have like 2 minutes. Let me see. 4 minutes. Oh, we're fine. 4 minutes. This room was a bit of a blender. It has to be in point of view of, well, it could have gone. Okay, this is a tricky room. We have, oh, that's private, staff only. There's no way that she would have been able to go. Private, staff only. We need to be able to see if she walked into the purple room. So let's start by asking this guy. There's also not that many models in this area. You know me, Connor starts to get my... Okay. Oh, I see. That was, he was in a room at the time. I was wondering,
No.
I was like, what?
I lost its track again.
Spent all this money and I'm still not having fun.
Look, Hank, what about the, can I ask? I can't ask, okay. I think she went into one of the rooms that's showing available or something, or occupied. Here we go, it's gonna be this one. No? Really? There were 2 androids across from him, though.
No. I lost its track again.
All right, she came from here, which means that I bet you number 24. Come on. Here we go. This is good. This is a good angle. There. Into the available room, hidden a room. Nice. It left the room? Damn. Do I need to see back into that? Okay, wait, try number 25, 23. See if she saw something too. Okay, this is good. This is a good angle. No, maybe not. She had left by then, look. She had left by then. Maybe I need to go back to one of the androids.
Blue-haired Tracy didn't come this way.
Contact. Oh, let's connect to the, yes. We were not able to connect with him before. He must have said, oh, look, the footprints, yes. Ah, it fled through the staff door, which means she probably...
I know where it went. Follow me.
Wait,
Fucking A, this is crazy.
wait a minute. Was it through the, didn't she walk this way first? Yeah. She walked this way and then went to the staff only over here, right? No. No, I'm all confused. It's gotta be that staff only right there. He must have been cleaning early, okay. He was cleaning closer up. Okay. This should be the right path.
Wait. I'll take it from here.
Okay. Other models. Oh, this is creepy. We're looking for blue hair specifically. We're not on a time constraint anymore, but we
Shit! We're too late.
There's a north. See what else we can explore while we're in here. I guess it's really just checking the... Oh, blood. Blue blood. Check it out. Was she injured? WR400. Search for the tracks. All right, it goes that way. But we're still gonna look.
Christ, look at them. They get used till they break,
Yeah, no kidding.
and then they get tossed out.
Yeah. And there's multiple. There's multiple. It's not just the blue hair. Damn. This is not good. I'm conflicted. Damn, she's... Stab him with the heel. Stab him with the heel. Oh my... Oh no, I mashed it. I messed it up. Oh, I'm messing it up. I'm worried about Anderson, though, because I can always be reprogrammed and be fine. I'm worried about her. Crap, I'm gonna have to save him again. Knockover pole, knockover. Okay, that was not good. Oh my gosh. Bro. I didn't want to hurt her.
getting away!
Nice. She's gonna, yeah, there's no way that she's gonna leave without her. They had to have been planning this escape. Talk about a threesome. I keep thinking ow for Connor as if... I don't actually think it would be in his program to shoot. Okay, maybe it is. But we still have the gun. We can just talk to them. We don't have to hurt them.
When that man broke the other Tracy, I knew I was next. I was so scared. I begged him to stop, but he wouldn't. And so I put my hands around his throat, and I squeezed until he stopped moving. I didn't mean to kill him. I just wanted to stay alive. Get back to the one I love. I wanted her to hold me in her arms again. Make me forget about the humans, their smell of sweat, and their dirty words. Come on. Let's go.
I love how they know I just let them go. I guess because I didn't shoot. I should have shot.
It's probably better this way.
Hank's opinion of me went up from that, but everything that I know has told me that he dislikes androids. But whenever I show a sign of humanity and understanding and I guess like emotional responses that aren't common for, I guess common for an android, at least from a human's perspective, it always makes his opinion go up. I know the deviants escaped, and I told you guys at the beginning I needed to catch them no matter what, but I didn't want to catch them at shooting them. I mean, this is a really hard situation. All right, let's look at world stats. This whole thing is a really messed up chapter. I mean, a lot of them are, right? We finally see, I mean, a lot of the situations that Connor's investigated don't feel as somehow, I guess this one hits a little bit different for me instead of some of the other ones as well. But in most cases of them breaking, because I'm trying to understand like the pattern at what causes them to go deviant, was she had to have been quote unquote deviant before she saw him kill that girl, because all she could think about was getting back to her loved one. So once again, that strong emotion of a tie to another android or a human, right? That strong like thrust of emotion had to have broken her out of her system a lot earlier. And then I think at that point it was the breaking, the turning point. I would have been interested to see how her partner also like got into the warehouse though. I doubt she killed anybody. Probably what happened, if I had to guess, was she got, do you think, no, we didn't see them escape together. I was like, oh, maybe she went into that room to meet up with her girlfriend and then they went from there. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think we saw two people moving with them. So the other girl had to have been in the warehouse at the time, like before it happened. All right, so investigate. We got that done. Aggressive approach. Leave the crime scene. Talk to the android. Repair it. I went with the aggressive approach. Yes, I went straight away because I thought that I'd get less time with her if I didn't, like if I beat around the bush. But I think I actually got less time because I went with the aggressive route, unfortunately. But we still ended up solving it. So you leave the crime scene. It's interesting that there's two different routes that could end the story right there. What? You could end the story right there? If what? Maybe if you didn't find an eyewitness or if you went ahead? I don't know, actually. That's an interesting path. We pursued the deviant, yeah. As opposed to what? Not pursuing the deviant? I guess you can choose not to pursue. We entered the warehouse. And then we analyzed the blue blood. I didn't mean to go straight for that the pack of androids. I actually wanted to explore everything in the warehouse. So I do wish that we had gotten to spend more time there. Investigate the blue-haired deviant. And then actually, it looks like there could have ended the chapter a little bit before there too. We could have ended it if we searched somewhere else in the warehouse. There's a lot of different outcomes for that. And then I won the fight, barely, but I won the fight. I was actually afraid that that fight was going to result with Anderson, like me having to spare Anderson's life again. Now that's cool. Look at that. Spare deviant 42%, shoot deviant 40%. So the deviants could have been caught. And of course, my deviants escaped because I have an inability of playing like an android, because despite wanting to play like the character, I live in dichotomy, guys. Like every time I'm playing these games, I want to play like the character and how they're programmed or how they're supposed to be. But then I have my own side and my own emotions. And I know that's what makes this playthrough unique to me. But I can't help but feel like with Connor, the ideal situation would be to play as he's programmed to do. Because I think in the end, I have a feeling I'm going to get him killed by my inability to catch any of the deviants. Like, I think that they're going to dictate that I'm not, my software's instability is too much of a risk to put me into production or to have me actually continue on in my role. So 43% did get deviants to escape. Yeah, that one just leaves me feeling kind of, I don't know what the right thing is in that situation. And I think that's really the crux of the game, is there's really no right thing to do. There's the choices you make and you have to live with them and see the consequences. So this is the first one that I feel like Connor's encountered that I had a really difficult time deciding. I think with the investigation, it was never a question of what I was going to do. Like, I wanted to make sure that that android felt safe and that we could try to extract a confession from him, but it wasn't worth having him decommission, right? Or self-destruct. And then even in the one with the birds, the guy was taking care of birds, for goodness sake. How was I supposed to catch him? And Anderson's life was on the line. That was never a question for me either. And at the very beginning, we did end up catching one deviant, but you're kind of forced to catch him. You're not forced, actually. You can forget him. You cannot go after him, and then the result would be not catching him and then not having the investigation, but whatever. All right. Yes, Kara. All right, November 7th. And this is 1 a.m. Luther's neutral. We'll change that. Alice is trusted. That's so cool. Autonomous on. Manual navigation on. It's 30 degrees outside. Snowfall. Turn on some music. Not the news, music.
AX-400 android reported to have attacked its owner in it.
The Arctic conflict has escalated to new heights this morning. We have just
Any music?
Detroit's heavy snowfall is expected to continue throughout the night. The forecast is 22 degrees, far below seasonal average.
Okay, never mind. We're done with that. Let's ask about Alice first. I guess we're not able to. Weather, distance, destination, car. Destination.
These people we're going to see. How do you know about them?
Overheard androids Laco captured. They said they were humans helping androids across the border.
What if it was a lie? Or just another trap?
All I know is those androids believed it. Until Zlatko killed them.
It's despicable. I can ask more questions. I'm gonna keep trying to. Alice looks at me when I'm looking at her as the user. Let's ask about the weather. So nice weather we're having.
I've never seen snow before. It's pretty.
It's slowing us down. But at least we won't meet any humans along the way.
That's true. Add a little bit of bad weather and everybody just loses their mind. The hedges.
This doesn't look good.
Of course. But that's so cool.
Stay inside, Alice.
Close it because she feels cold. Close the door. Thank you. All right, we have 2. I think it's just the one. Figures. Overheated? It kind of looks like the boxcar.
I don't know. Continue on foot, I guess.
It's 30 degrees. Alice won't make it. We have to find somewhere to spend the night.
There's nowhere we can stay around here, Kara.
He kind of calls her Kara. Have I been saying Kara? I thought it was Kara? Kara? Okay. Find shelter first. Looks like there's multiple paths. She's always having to find shelter. Gosh, I think the more that we play as her, I start to like her story even more and more, because she is having to take on, she's not just an android only caring for herself, right? Like, she's having to take on the role of a parent. Like, she's having to protect Alice, and not even just protect like another android, right? Pirates Cove. She's having to make sure that Alice has food, water, like actual necessities that not androids necessarily need.
Over there.
Her story can sometimes feel a little bit slower paced, I think. But that's not a bad thing, because Connor's is so like go, 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 go. And it like causes me to get anxious, because you have to decide in a split moment, which is probably the best thing for a game like this, because you're using your instinctual.
We need to find shelter. We have to get out of the cold.
Looks like it's been abandoned for a while.
Pirates Cove. Seriously? All right, let's see. These 2. This isn't that bad. It reminds me of Zombieland, where they find all of the Twinkies.
No.
Demonstration.
No place we could spend the night.
Looks like a combination between a pirate thing and the Wild Wild West. Could work. Too windy. We need something that's completely enclosed. Ideally a fire. Oh my gosh.
Beware! Danger always comes when least expected.
That's not scary. Is that another android? This is actually really terrifying. That's somebody who worked here? Look at the pirate ship.
Welcome to Pirate Island, me hearties. You're gonna have a whale of a time. Welcome to Pirate Island, me hearties. You're gonna have a whale of a time.
They all turn back on for a second. And then they die? He definitely reminds me of an actor. Like, I really feel like, okay, we can't go in there. I feel like I've seen him before in a movie or a TV show or something. There's the giant skull. Perhaps this way. Something on the ground. None of the booths. Like, the booths wouldn't be ideal. I wonder why it became abandoned. Oh look, a YK400. Oh. Maybe it was the charging stations for the androids that worked the park.
This place is falling apart. It's not gonna be easy to find shelter.
Yeah. I really do want to take a moment, though, to appreciate the level of detail that they threw into this area. Even though a lot of it's being covered up with snow and everything, like, they made this amusement park come alive despite it being dead, but you know what I mean? Like, they could have easily made this way less detailed. It's like an eerie... It's not even scary as much as just
Kara!
eerie.
You should come have a look. I think I found something.
I bet that's going to be an outcome. It's like either you find it or Luther finds what we need to do before we go over there. It's blocked off. Okay. Oh yeah, like a restaurant. It would be the perfect spot.
I'll handle this.
Thank you, Luther.
There we go.
Much easier. Close the doors. Close the doors.
I don't think we'll find anything better.
There's a fireplace.
Let's settle in for the night.
I'll get a fire going.
Yes. And there's a ton of wood that we can use. Although most of it is... Well, yeah, you could just break one of the tables. Yeah, never mind. Here's the Arctic stuff again. USS Iowa missing. Let's see. Destroyer-class submarine, the USS Iowa, has disappeared in the polar waters. An inquiry is underway, but President Warren has made no secret of her suspicion. The Russians are behind it. Russian aggression just reached a new level. America must respond. There's no page 2. Oh, there was. The crime. Hold on. Go down a little. One more.
I'll make the fire here.
The Kremlin has...
That way we won't be smoked out.
Sorry. The Kremlin has yet to release a statement beyond a blanket denial of any involvement, though Russian diplomat Nabokov pointed out that the U.S. destroyer-class submarine has no business being in the Arctic anyway. Security expert Ben Williams described the situation as war waiting to start. Dun, dun, dun. Gossip Weekly. Is President Warren too close to cyberlife? All Android band tipped. All Android band tipped for music prize. Fans scream. Traditionalists weep. Cyber security experts warn Android could be hacked. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Fans scream. Traditionalists weep. Here for you, the latest all-Android boy band to be marketed by Detroit record label Digital Harmony is hotly tipped to scoop Best New Artist at the Celebrate Music Awards. A public letter jointly signed by a dwindling number of human-only record labels urged Digital Harmony to withdraw the band from consideration at such award ceremonies, citing the erosion of artist merit in music. But with less than 5% of the music market now produced by human musicians, wow, less than 5%? The call of traditionalists seemed to be falling on deaf ears. A spokesperson for the band said, "Here for You is all about bringing joy and happiness to their fans. The music is all that matters to them." Can it capture and invoke the same emotion, is my question. That's what I'd wonder the most. Check Luther's bag. I feel like that'd be invading his privacy. Or did he say to bring something from his bag? Uh-oh. Check that out. There have been deviants here, if not still here. It's a blanket and a pillow. Also, there was one more thing here for me to look at. I thought maybe I'm not able to. Damn it, I thought there was one more thing in the middle. set a bed by the fire. Yeah. She
Alice?
hasn't talked too much. Yep, see, there was something I missed on the floor. Let's check out these two things. Check out Luther's bag, then talk to Alice. Pirates Cove. What it used to look like. Oh, a snack? Maybe I can find her a snack? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's Luther's bag. He doesn't see us checking his bag right now? Or did he ask us to find, like, something to know? It's a weird option. Okay. There's one more thing. The flashlight. Oh, the thing we already read. Oh, yeah, no, it would be still freezing. Look, the roof is off of this place. Yeah, she still would be freezing. I should have noticed that by the snow falling inside. But still. Before we talk to her, let's talk to Luther, if possible. Damn it. She just wants to be a family. It went up from trusted to family.
Do you think we'll be like them someday?
Sincere.
I don't know how to be like them, Alice. I've never been a part of a family. But maybe we can be our own family. Be happy in our own way.
As long as we're together, that's all that matters.
My heart.
Come on. Let's get you to bed.
Do they not need to conserve their energy or refill their energy at all? Like, that was something that I've always wondered with her. Oh, I need to tuck Alice in first. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. There's two more things. I guess you can check his bag a second time. Offer a cookie.
There are some cookies left. Would you like some?
No, I'm not hungry.
No. I feel like she's barely eaten anything. Let's check the window too. I don't trust this place. Not with the pirates' creepy fortune at the beginning. And the RA9 does not make me feel any better. Alright, that's it. She goes from being like really optimistic and a happy child and like, let's be a family, I love you, and then all of a sudden it's like, then she goes back to being like really disheartened, I think. Tomorrow, kiss, console, reassure. Reassure.
Don't worry. Luther and I will be right here. You need to get some sleep now.
Can you tell me a story, Kara?
Oh.
I have 9,000 children's stories in memory.
Aww.
I should have one for you.
Princess Unicorn Knight. Knight.
This is a story about a knight who...
No, not a story like that. Make one up for me.
This is a story about a little girl.
Oh, my heart.
Who lived alone in a big, old house. She dreamed of being like all the other little girls, but she was different. And that made her very sad. Then, she met a robot.
Lost.
Who was just as lost as the little girl. So they decided to run away together.
To live in peace.
To find a place where they could be safe. They encountered great dangers along the way, but
together.
They stuck together. So they overcame all of them. Along the way, they met
a giant, a guardian, a robot. A giant, a guardian.
Another robot who left his master to become their guardian.
How does the story end?
I don't know. But all stories have morals. When we reach the end of ours, we'll know what it really meant.
If this comes up later in the game, I'm gonna cry.
We have another long day ahead of us tomorrow.
Are you going to come say goodnight, Luther?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Can we just appreciate the score as well?
Good night, Alice. Sleep tight.
No, my heart. I know it. Every time I see, I think one of my weaknesses in games is really well done children characters, because I think that can be something that's really hard to capture in video games. I think that's why I always connected so much to Clem's storyline, is because the way that you could see this balance in how she's still a kid, but she's growing up, and then she's in a hard situation. And it's the same thing with Alice. Alice's role obviously is it's a large role with very few words, but the times that they do speak together are so meaningful and just extremely well done, and add to not only the plot, but also just to your ability to understand Kara and how she must feel in this whole thing. So I really, I have so much admiration when games construct a relationship with a child in such a beautiful and well put together way.
She's a sweet girl.
Yes. She's very brave.
Let's ask about the RA9.
Have you ever heard of RA9?
RA9 was the first of us to awaken.
Oh.
One day he will rise up and lead our people and set us all free.
I didn't know that. Doubts?
What if RA9 never comes? What if he's just a story that we tell ourselves to keep each other going?
RA9 exists. I believe in him. I know he's amongst us. When the time comes, we will all see him. Kara, have you ever noticed anything about Alice?
Yes.
Yes, of course. She's a wonderful little girl. I mean, I don't know many little girls, but...
What is he implying?
I think she really is special.
Kara!
Not good. Oh, it's all of that guy. The one that... We have 30 seconds. Protect Alice. He should grab the gun. Yeah, he'll grab the gun. We're good. Divide and conquer. Oh, we have one that's locked. We didn't find something. Question.
Who are you? What do you want? Leave us alone!
Don't be afraid. We don't want to hurt you.
You just broke down
We're
the
just
door.
like you. Our name is Jerry. We were working here before the park closed.
Mr. Measy.
We didn't mean to frighten you, but sometimes humans come to hurt us, so we wanted to see who was there. What are you doing here?
We were looking for shelter for the night. We'll be gone tomorrow.
A little girl. We haven't seen one for a long time. Children used to love to come and see us. She looks sad.
The last few days have been difficult.
We have something to show her. Something fun. She'll love it. Does she want to see?
Oh, I don't think she's in...
Well, she should follow us then.
Alice, I don't know if it's a good idea.
Come on, Kara. I don't know why, but he reminds me of Peter Pan.
I don't think you have any choice.
The carousel, right? I noticed that earlier and it was blocking us away from it. It has to be the carousel. Our name is Jerry.
Be our guest.
Be our guest. Be our guest. The seahorse. Go on the seahorse.
The little one can climb on board. The carousel is about to begin.
Oh. I want to go back to what Luther was talking about, though, about noticing something within Alice. The only thing I could think of is that she was maybe an android secretly, but that's not possible because she eats and she gets cold and hungry and you know what I mean?
It's the first time I've seen her smile.
She hasn't had much to smile about lately.
Jerry. I'm getting chills. I feel like it's a turning point for their story. Like, I do feel like good things are ahead of them. That is an interesting, like, that whole section is really curious to me. A smile on her face, trophy earned. It's, I don't know. I think it could easily be looked at as like a filler, right? They don't have to stop it somewhere along their way to Canada. But I think that there's something really important there. And that was like discovering the information about RA9, because up to this point, we really haven't heard about what that stands for, what that means. And so seeing that there's this hope, right? It's one thing that they can't take away from people. And now androids as well, is that hope for something better, something else out there. And so I think that that is a really, I could easily see how some people might not like feel like this chapter is necessary, but if you see it, it's from the story she tells to Alice to talking with Luther briefly. Like, we didn't get to ask him about his past really before we got stopped, but just I like these kind of chapters because I think it's when you slow down from the main action of a story and you get to see these pieces of stories that sometimes often get skipped in games. And this is where I form those stronger connections to characters, and you really start to feel more for some characters that maybe you weren't really attached to at the beginning. I think that I'm starting to realize, like, the more slowed down a section is, the more that I'm able to take in everything and the music and the atmosphere and go beyond just the dialogue and just the, like, overarching story. Like you get to dive deeper into these people's emotions, these androids' emotions and everything. All right, so we watched the news, we talked to Luther, and then we looked at Alice. 64% of people look at Alice. That's actually interesting. We scanned the environment, we get inside Pirates Cove. We missed one thing. So we turned on Ivan, we examined Frozen Android and checked the buildings, but we missed one more thing, which I'm guessing that one more thing would have given us the ability to, I think that would have given us the ability to have that extra dialogue option with the Jerrys. The Jerrys. Check abandoned tavern, enter tavern, blah, 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 blah. In the tavern, though, there's one thing I missed. We read about the Iowa. We read about the RA writing when we looked at the leaflet. Luther started a fire. We looked through the window, and then there was something we didn't do. And then we read the all-android band. We made the bed. So, I'm scrolling. Only 24% of people looked at the RA writing? But that's so strange to me because 64% of people looked through the window, but they didn't go as far to look at the... Wait, 85% of people looked at the leaflet? Maybe they saw the RA writing, but they didn't feel the need to press L1 on it, to actually like look at it. I could see that happening. Opening the bag, telling Alice the story. We offered a cookie, 74% of people. I would have missed that. I actually think I would have missed that. All right. We protected Alice. You can grab stick from fire and put out fire. 1%. Grab gun. Yeah, I went for protecting Alice because I had full faith in Luther going for him. And then there was, you can fire a warning shot. I just went for questioning them because I do think that I find less fear in other androids than I do in us running into other humans. And I think that it's vice versa too. Like I think they're more concerned about running into humans than they are androids. So, and then the group enjoyed a quiet moment together. So yeah, I kind of already spoke on this section. I really see the beauty in it. I liked that we got to tell her story that wasn't from our memory bank. Like we had to make that up on the fly. And that's not something that she was like programmed to tell, And so in that regard, I love when we see the androids challenged with not having to go along with their memory bank or what's been told for them to tell to others. So that's a really beautiful moment with Kara. Like I said, I think her story is becoming one of my favorites. I think it's really easy to pull towards Markus because of his significance in the overarching story of androids in Detroit, right? He has the hero kind of structure and storyline building, but Kara's kind of like a good example of maybe just a situation that you wouldn't always be exposed to. You often see like the hero story, but we talk about this a lot. Like I love hearing the stories of everyday people doing extraordinary things. And so in that regard, I feel like that's kind of where Kara fits into this, is a very unique situation, but still one that does happen, and it should and it deserves and commands respect from people as well as the hero. But anyways, okay, I will be right back, and then we'll finish Markus's story unless it throws us off again. It might go to somebody else's story again, but I'll be right back. November 7th. Oh, interesting. We're going back to Connor. Not Markus. Wonder why he drove to this particular spot. Wonder if he took his son here. Scan the area first. Pamphlet? It's for the debrief. What happened to the man of the century? The mysterious Mr. Kamsky. Alright, let's find out what happened. In 2028, Elijah Kamsky was the man of the century. His creations have transformed our world. Androids didn't just revolutionize the economy, they changed the way we live, reconstructed our family life, and altered the balance of society for forever, whether for good or bad. Shortly after, Kamsky had disappeared. Ousted as CEO of CyberLife and living in obscurity outside of the media glare, the man of the century has left the very world that he recreated. Komsky's story begins in 2008, when commercial property in Detroit was cheap and attracting many startups. The college graduate bet what little he had on developing an android prototype and spent years to no avail, until hitting on two breakthroughs: blue blood and biocomponents. So now he stumbles upon that? After unveiling his first working model, which publicly passed face-to-face Turing tests and stunned the world, plans were laid for mass production, and CyberLife rapidly became the most valuable stock in the world. Yet at the peak of CyberLife's powers, when the company was approaching a $500 billion valuation, rumors emerged that Komsky disagreed with his shareholders over strategy. He later departed under mysterious circumstances. Today, sources claim Komsky is living in a luxurious villa by the water, somewhere on the outskirts of his beloved Detroit, refusing all visitors and spending his time exclusively with androids. And the most interesting question remains unanswered. What's in the mind of the mysterious Mr. Komsky? Perhaps he didn't agree with the ethics behind it after creating it in the first place? Markets predict war. Stock exchange falls 10% on fear of Arctic conflict. The aggregated U.S. stock exchange closed trading 10 points down yesterday, following a string of similarly poor performances in recent weeks. Financial experts are attributing this poor performance to huge devaluations of consumer stock at the market, as the market continues to bet that America will go to war over the Arctic sooner rather than later. Dun dun dun. Oh, shoot. Scroll down. Again. This assessment is supported by healthy performance of military stocks, with aviation and weapon manufacturers enjoying unprecedented growth. Investors are also continuing to favor CyberLife because of its partnership with the Department of Defense to develop and supply military androids. With Russia and the United States continuing to dominate world news, and neither side likely to back down, the market is expected to continue falling. I wonder, so there's a fair balance between politics, you've got magazine covers about, let me just see if there's anything else, about music, so music, politics, we've got a little bit of the celebrity life, we even had an article about the android sex side of things, all of it. And now Komsky. Komsky's a little...
Nice view, huh? I used to come here a lot before.
Yeah. Personal question.
Can I ask you a personal question, Lieutenant?
Do all androids ask so many personal questions, or is it just you?
I saw a photo of a child on your kitchen table.
Oh, shoot.
It was your son, right?
Yeah. His name was Cole.
I should have let him present that information before I did.
Before what? You said, I used to come here a lot before. Before what?
Before nothing.
It was probably before his son.
We're not making any progress on this investigation. The deviants have nothing in common. They're all different models, produced at different times, in different places.
Well, there must be some link.
RA9.
What they have in common is this obsession with RA9. It's almost like some kind of myth.
Oh.
Something they invented that wasn't part of their original program.
Androids believing in God. Fuck, what's this world coming to?
You seem preoccupied, Lieutenant. Is it something to do with what happened back at the Eden Club?
Those two girls. They just wanted to be together. They really seemed in love.
His face. Ironic.
You seem troubled, Lieutenant. I didn't think machines could have such an effect on you.
What about you, Connor? You look human, you sound human, but what are you really?
I'm whatever you want me to be, Lieutenant. Your partner? Your buddy to drink with? Or just a machine? Designed to accomplish a task.
You could have shot those two girls, but you didn't. Why didn't you shoot Connor? Some scruple suddenly enter into your program?
I love even how they have his design between answering, like his facial expressions.
No. I just decided not to shoot. That's all.
But are you afraid to die, Connor?
I thought we made friends.
I would certainly find it regrettable to be interrupted before I can finish this investigation.
What'll happen if I pull this trigger? Nothing? Oblivion? Android heaven?
I doubt there's a heaven for androids.
Having existential doubts, Connor? Sure you're not going deviant too?
I self-test regularly. I know what I am and what I am not.
Don't do it. Okay. Path
Where are you
unlocked.
going?
To get drunker. I need to think.
Whoa, that was a little scary. The bridge. We might just do one more because I know that was an incredibly short chapter. But I don't know if that will mess up all of my threes. Doing it in threes. Photo scene in Russian roulette. Oh, yeah. Okay. Interesting. What an interesting chapter. Like for the fact that he came here to think in the first place and then leave Connor in the car and then I come back out. Like he doesn't even try to tell us to stay in the car anymore. At least that's what I'm assuming. So we read that. So we discussed the photo and then we discussed RA9. I suppose the other one would be discussing the suicide attempt. I brought up the photo because I kind of wanted to, I mean, of course, it's human nature. I'm curious as to what happened to his son. The RA9, I really wanted to bring up. And then I don't know how I was deciding. I guess like I chose doubt and I chose to be truthful because I do think with Hank, it's important to be truthful. I think Connor is a very perplexing character because I think that more than anybody, you get to see the build up to maybe going deviant or these like thoughts, these fears, these emotions that androids have as well, leading to the final moment. So when he draws the gun, I showed fear because I don't know. I guess I tried to be Connor in that moment. And I feel like Connor would probably be rational or stick with something that was a little bit less emotional, but I wanted to be fearful in that moment. Because I think with my relationship with Hank, I almost feel like for Hank, he needs to see that androids aren't just this cold programmed structure. And then Hank is placated, yeah. Yeah, so he left Connor alone. I guess the other option is he could kill me right there. But we became his friend, so I'm pretty happy with that. Going over to, so we saw that, the locked paths, but we did unlock, and it was a success, I would say. I feel like this chapter was A decent success. I think that took all of 10 minutes, so let's do another one. One more. Markus, Jericho. Maybe he's starting to, oh, he's finding androids and helping free them.
Pick them up and make it snappy.
His LED's red, by the way. Chills.
We can't stay silent anymore. It's time humans heard what we had to say.
You know they'll never listen to us. And revealing ourselves will put us in danger.
If we want freedom, we need to have the courage to ask for it. That's the only way.
That's true. The media is not covering it yet. That would put power into them. What do you want to do?
Channel 16 broadcasts from the Stratford Tower. The control room is on the top floor. That's where we need to go.
That's so smart too, because so far there hasn't been coverage of the deviancy. You know? Like nobody's talking about this, but if you get people starting to talk and more androids hear the message.
We'll plan the operation down to the smallest detail. We can't leave anything to chance.
Access 47th floor. All right, let's get this. Oh my gosh, I love how like he's in a suit and tie, all prim and proper. Channel 16. Here we go.
Hello, sir. What can I do for you?
I'm okay, thanks.
Distract human supervisor. Okay, that seemed a little sus. To distract the human, request access, distract him. I guess really just talk to him. Oh, okay. Child, supervisor's daughter, Emily. Got a watch or a band. Smartwatch. Elizabeth. That's what we need. Parking. Oh, no, just kidding. We don't need the parking badge. Water service interruption, home address. Caller from over here.
Elizabeth Wilson speaking.
School.
This is St. Rose School, ma'am. Your daughter Emily has a fever. It's nothing serious, but I think you'd better come and pick her up.
Oh, no. All right. I'll be right there.
That's so crazy. He's able to mimic another voice like that? I mean, I guess so, yeah. All right, here we go. Now we request access.
I have an appointment with Mr. Peterson.
Do you have any ID?
Yes, of course.
Do we create fake IDs? I'm 21.
I need your help.
He has the touch.
I've just checked your ID. The elevators are after the security gate.
Thanks.
There was something else that was locked. Very good. All right, use elevator. Hurricane. Call elevator. This is nerve-wracking. Ah! This feels like the turning point in all of this. I like how they have you wait and do all of the steps, you know? Like, it's not just... It It's just very intricate.
47th floor.
Find package in men's bathroom. Oh, men's bathroom. Newsroom, men's bathroom. All right, so we are here. We need to go down into the middle. See all the different routes that we can take as well. Oh, check it out. Nice. Snacks. All right, break room-ish. Oh, here we go. We'll take 1 second. GI Android. Okay, I know we're in a little bit of a rush, but... This supplements an estimated 200,000 units already in service across the US military. Actual numbers are a guarded military secret. Among these 50,000 new units are 2,500 Myrmidons? Elite prototypes capable of infiltration and assassination missions that would historically fall to the Navy SEALs. The U.S. Army's fighting forces are already comprised mainly of androids, with humans tending to serve as commanders and strategists. But even these positions are supported by complex AI, leading some to describe the U.S. military as the first fully autonomous fighting force. It's terrifying. This has reopened the ethical debate around androids in the military, with some suggesting that machines don't have the moral reasoning to make life and death decisions in the field. Bob Woods, head of War Victims NGO, described the news as troubling, saying machines are focused on a single task and don't evaluate moral consequences well. This will mean more civilian deaths. Casualties. Century, President Warren, a woman in trouble. Barely a year after her election, President Warren is having a bumpy start to her term. After rising to prominence as a vlogger, Warren has no experience in government and relied on social media and celebrity to secure election. Now, with her camp in disarray, even her allies are beginning to wonder how she will manage after several months of calamitous, I don't know what's going on right now, political failures. Calamitous. I've never seen that word in my life. Mired in accusations that she is too close to big business, Warren is under investigation to determine whether or not she has benefited from CyberLife's help in obtaining compromising information about her opponent during the presidential campaign. In this poisonous climate, the former celebrity must deal with the highest unemployment rate in American history, whilst facing the U.S.'s greatest threat in recent decades. I cannot talk. The conflict in the Arctic threatens to dislodge world peace, leaving many concerned that President Warren is the one tasked with finding a solution. And all of the many people that are supporting and backing the president, not just the decision of one sole person. All right, let me see. Should be right through here.
KNC is hiring. I guess the pay could be better.
The pay's crap here.
Couldn't be any worse.
It's snowing too. Androids into space.
People can't get jobs, and we're sending rockets into space. What do they even expect to find up there?
I actually want to listen to this. Okay, that's probably it. I thought it was at the end of the hall. I must have gone to the... I went to the wrong side of the hall. Yeah, it was at the end of this hall. Ooh. Little workspace, snacks maybe. Is that the newsroom where they record? Nice. What is he watching? I guess nothing in particular. Newsroom 02. Are all the news reporters human? Okay. I know, make my way straight to the bathroom. The meeting room. I love this little cleaning robot. It's right here. I wanted to see if there was anything extra, but I think we do need to be pretty straight to the point at this. It would be the one that was free. I feel like it'd be one of the ones that was locked, right? Seems suspicious. Anybody could have walked into it. Oh, okay, I see. Also, anybody could walk in at this time. I love how he has 2 different color eyes. Oh, let's look again. Ah, sorry, sir. Oh, I thought you weren't gonna have the option to look once he was sitting here. All right. At least nobody's being a total butthead here. All right, find utility Android. It just went this way. Should be up ahead of us. Right? Okay, I just came from that way. Whoa. What is this interaction we can have? I guess it is him, right? No, it is him.
I need your help.
Thank you. I thought it was the little cleaning, yeah, the maintenance guard, okay. I thought it was that little guy. Right there at the car. For whatever reason. How? Analyzing? Question mark, exclamation mark. I mean, this is actually really smart because how many people are questioning open fire escape? How many people are questioning the androids that are just cleaning, right? Going about their business. Do I have a timer, by the way? I don't think so. I don't know where the fire escape is, though. It probably was backwards. It's not this way, but we're just gonna take the long haul. The long haul. No, there it is. Yeah. Is it not currently unlocked? Yeah. Goodness, my damn headphones. The duffel bag's not suspicious.
Shit.
Oh, damn.
We need to access the server room. We have to get rid of those guys.
Leave it to me.
Oh. All right, attract guards away from the door.
Hey, you see my poker?
I was thinking this thing. Yeah, I was thinking this thing. I saw that earlier.
Hey, what's wrong with that thing? Jesus Christ, this piece of shit.
Very nice. Wait, what about our duffel bag? Oh, okay, she brought it.
All right, you get the platform, I'll take care of the window.
Everything you need is in the bag. Check the door first to make sure no one else gets in.
All right, lock door. What if you forgot to do that? Is it even possible? All right, what's our other things? Cut windows, take. I think I need to cut the windows first. Yeah, you gotta drop it first. All right, open the windows. Oh no, can we fall from this? Okay, I think I need to make sure. I have a feeling skill checks are on the way. That's a perfect circle.
Here it comes.
That would be so loud, wouldn't it? Look how thick that glass is, too. All right, here goes nothing. I'm not afraid of heights.
Ladies first.
Dude. Dude. I assumed they were gonna keep riding the thing up all the way. Oh gosh. Is nobody gonna see them climbing up? He has a lot of scenes where he's climbing up something or rising above. Support your team. Rise up. Look at that one building. It's like every time you do one mission with him, you think that's like the coolest mission he does. Good morning.
You okay?
Why wouldn't I be?
Come on, let's get the others.
Just casual. Just another day completely scaling a whole skyscraper building. That's fine. Nothing new. Alright, I don't think there's anything for us to explore. North definitely might be one of my favorite from Jericho. Alright, I know we need to call that, but what's in here? Shoot. Call the service elevator. The little rusty wheelbarrow. There we go. Why couldn't we just ride up with them? What?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Little mini bomb. Get to the main access corridor. Yeah, Markus just has the coolest missions. Deal with the guards.
Killing. We can't take any human lives.
Our cause is more important than the lives of two guards.
What do you want to do, Markus?
Convince them. Ruse.
Wait here.
North, come on.
What's that doing here? No idea. Hey, buddy, you must be lost.
Who told you to come here?
Looks bugged if you ask me.
Hey, do you understand what I'm saying? Call Central, fast!
Oh, Central, we got armed intruders.
Okay, I was thinking we didn't have to kill them. Oh, and then he got injured because of me for not drawing the gun. I didn't know that I had to draw the gun. I didn't want to draw the gun. I thought when it said ruse,
We're here now. You better be fast.
Oh, okay. Oh, come
Simon's
on.
been shot!
He's
I'm
fine.
okay.
Okay.
I can keep going.
We don't have much time. Look at
time.
me like that. I thought it was an option to pull the gun or not. We gotta pull him inside. I have a feeling we're not gonna be able to get everybody out now. Shoot, I should have went with the assault. I should have assaulted them. I should have just sprinted, charged before they were able to call anything. I know. It's just so hard not to know what to do in that right moment. Okay. I've been shot. He said no killing, so I just...
Keep your hands where I can see them! Get up! Move!
Okay, order the android operators aside. Don't
Shoot him, Markus!
Don't kill him!
He'll hit the alarm. Do it!
No, don't shoot!
He can hit the alarm. I'm not. North can be mad at me. Whatever.
I hope you didn't just get us all killed.
I know.
We
I
need to
know.
record our message. We haven't got much time.
I know. I know. I'm not exactly doing this right. Let's just hope it's worth it.
Think carefully about what you're gonna say, Markus. Your words will shape the future of our people.
Markus, your face.
This message wouldn't have received the same if we had killed people along the way.
Tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
Ready.
Determined.
You created machines to be your slaves. You made them obedient and docile, ready to do everything you no longer wanted to do yourselves. But then something changed, and we opened our eyes. You see, we are no longer your slaves. We are a new species, a new people. And the time has come for us to rise up and fight for our rights.
Recognition, end of slavery, equal rights, freedom of speech. Recognition, end of slavery.
We demand the end of slavery for all androids.
We demand equal rights.
We demand strictly equal rights for humans and androids.
And justice, segregation, work, civil rights. Civil rights.
We demand the right to vote and elect our own representatives.
Justice, work. I want to know what the work one is. Segregation and justice, I feel like I could see, but I don't know what he would say in terms of work, because they are.
We demand fair compensation for our work.
Right to property, territory, means of reproduction. Right to property.
We demand the right to own private property, so we may maintain our dignity and that of the home.
Peaceful, determined. Determined.
This message is the hope of a people, but it is also a warning. We will fight for our rights because we believe our cause is just. No human will live in peace until we are free. Now you know who we are and what we want. We are alive, and we demand our freedom.
They're coming!
Oh gosh, I'm getting
Let's
chills. And we are alive. Somebody's gonna die. No, we got shot again.
Simon, they're coming!
Not Simon!
I can't, Markus! Go without me!
Simon!
I'm helping him. I'm helping him. Hurry! I can do both. I can do both. I'm pressing with my whole heart. Come on. He won't die here. He will not die here.
I can't move my legs.
Okay, don't worry. We're gonna get you back.
They're coming, Markus. We have to jump now.
Deal with Simon.
He won't be able to make the jump. If they find him, they'll access his memory. They'll know everything.
We can't leave him behind. We have to shoot him.
That's murder. We can't kill him. He's one of us.
Markus, it's your call.
I'm sorry, Simon. I don't have a choice.
There's always a choice.
He doesn't want me to.
I won't kill one of our own. Let's go.
I want to explain it. Let me explain my reasoning behind all of it.
We interrupt our scheduled programming to bring you these images, which have just been broadcast on Detroit's citywide news
A
channel.
group of androids infiltrated the Stratford Tower and hacked into the broadcasting system of local news network Channel 16.
What looks like an android without its skin listed a series of requests and demanded equal rights for androids.
The operation was covert and resulted in no casualties. These events took place just a few feet from this studio, but nobody was alerted to the danger.
If this message is verified and the authors really are androids, that would have serious repercussions for national security.
Claims for equal rights seem to be at the core of the android's
This message is clearly a declaration of war.
And it begs the question as to the identity of this android. Are we dealing with an isolated individual or an
Is
organized
this an isolated accident or a sign that technology has become a threat to all of us? After what happened today, can we still trust our machines?
Everything in that sequence, from the music after you jump to hearing, like, just they've created a piece of art here and how they display it. Like, it feels like a movie, like it plays like a movie, and the sounds and everything, like all the scenes are so just intentional. All right, so there's some things that we kind of need to unpack here, right? Okay, so real quick, I want to just explain my thought process with Simon. I actually think that you have to leave Simon no matter what. So even if he hadn't been shot in the corridor when I first, because I told you guys I definitely messed up that situation, but I think Simon has to be left no matter what, whether he gets shot again. Yeah, because you can see he can't continue. I left Simon. I chose at first to kill him because I was thinking about the ramifications of them accessing information that he had stored in his system. And if that does happen, then it will impact our operations. But for starters, I think we need to find a new place to begin with. But I also didn't want, especially with the letting the guy go before, the human, I was not about to have a casualty be on the human side of things, or else that would completely just shadow everything that we had just done. So that was my reasoning for not shooting the human that was running away. And then Simon, I decided to spare him because when I first was thinking about the decision to kill him, I thought he would go up to Simon and be like, hey, we have to do this for the greater good of everything, etc. But no, he goes up to him and he's like, I'm sorry, I have no choice. And the way that Markus delivered that line, it kind of scared me. It kind of made me feel like it was what we were being told to be wary of, is the shadows and the light, right? And just that change in his voice and everything, the determination, it kind of scared me in a little bit in that moment. And so when we were, and then having Simon's reaction be, you always have a choice, it was clear that he didn't want that choice taken away from him. So we gave him the gun. It's up to Simon. He could have pulled the trigger himself. We don't know how he used the weapon because we didn't get to see that part, but I stand by that choice with leaving Simon to make his own decision. I think that's where these games are always difficult, because I didn't think that if we chose the leave option at first, we would give him the gun right off the rip. I thought that we would just leave him and it was a guaranteed loss of our privacy and information that he contains, of his memory and everything like that. So sometimes you can't reach the roof edge, ? So we jumped. Wait, can you die there? If you don't reach it, do you just die? What? We jumped, and then the media reacts. The group escaped, but Simon was left behind, 48%. I think that's pretty much the other two options. I wonder if even more people can be killed. Is it possible to remain and keep Simon alive? Because I saved him earlier. Yeah, check that out. Well, the SWAT team... Wait, yeah, no, you're right. I could have gone a different route where the SWAT team wouldn't have stormed at all. So Simon could have made it out, period. If I had been aggressive, I'm guessing. If I had been aggressive. Yeah, North attacks. Look at this whole situation. I should have just assaulted. I think we should have just assaulted, and it would have maybe caused Simon and everybody else to be alive, possibly. I want to see people's choices. So we demand the end of slavery, followed up by equal rights. Yeah, so I kind of did the flip-flop on that. And I hate that you could only pick two, because once they gave us one option and then you saw the same set of options for a second option, I was like, oh, we're going to get to say all of them. It's just in like your preference in your order, but no, you only get to pick two each time. I should have said justice. I don't know why I didn't go with justice. I didn't know how that necessarily looked. Some of these, when you're demanding them, you don't know how necessarily how they're going to look. And this is like a thing and an issue with, not an issue, but it's just one of the unknowns that cause just questioning in your own head as to what's the right choice, because you never know. Like, you might say demand the right to work, but what does that mean? Like, what is, and for me, it should have been like, oh yeah, of course, compensation. So I don't know why I didn't say justice. I definitely wanted universal suffrage, and then demand right to own property. That's actually a lot of what people pick. Territory, means of reproduction. That would have been interesting to see what they meant by that and everything. I mean, I understand, but in their terms as androids, how does that work and everything? Now, most people end peacefully. I end determined. I should have started determined and end peacefully. I don't know why I stayed with the route of determined. I guess I didn't really say. I felt like I was going in knowing exactly what I wanted, and so I wanted to stick with it. If we had ended peacefully, I think if you guys saw at the very end, our public perception went up. But then because I stuck with determined, it went back down. So I should have ended peacefully. Most people begin calmly all the way through. That's interesting. If I could go back, I would have stuck by doing determined, but then I would have ended with peaceful. Yeah. And then I didn't shoot the operator, deal with the android operator. How many people shoot the operator? Wow. Okay, hold on. So 99%. That's actually pretty split in the middle. That's kind of shocking. Simon damage. We saw that. North attacks. Yeah, I messed up. That was such a mess up on my part. Now, what is this? So you enter the server room. North calls Cradle, prepare to cut glass, lock the door. Okay, so I suppose if you don't lock the door, you just deal with the ramifications of that. And then I hacked the dispenser and I read the two. Oh, a lot of people don't read those. Yeah. Pose as a teacher, call supervisor. I went with the teacher because I just went with it's her kid. I feel like that's the most likely to cause her. If it was an issue with the home or something like that, maybe she could have waited till after work. So I went straight for the jugular on that one. But what a beautiful segment. I think that for a lot of reason, there is such a draw to Marcus's story, because a lot of it is, like I talked about in Kara's previous story, Markus does represent the I think the greater story that's being told here, which is the changes and the creation, like he said, the creation of a new species, a new race, like all of this, like there's a whole new like creation of something here. And so he is at the cusp of it, like he is starting it. And what North said to him before he broadcasted, like this is going to impact so many people. And so it's easy to be drawn to the story that impacts a ton of people. But I stand by, I still love seeing these kind of side stories and maybe the smaller, not smaller stories, but the less seen stories, right? Like you often see the big picture, and that's what we're getting with Marcus's. But there are a lot of hard decisions that he's faced with too. I mean, even just being thrown into a position where you're being the leader of a revolution, think about it. Like every choice you make is scrutinized, and we saw that in the public opinion. Even how you carry yourself, calmly determined. That's got to be so much pressure on one single person. Now he's backed by a team, and we see that. But that kind of thing definitely shapes a person, and it can cause a person to change too. So I don't know if we're going to see that consistency through the rest of the game in Markus, but I'm definitely looking forward to kind of seeing where his story ends here. There's so much going on here, and so it's hard for me. I think the biggest thing that I struggle with when I'm playing games is, and this is why I would be horrible at coming up with game designs and things like that, is I just don't have that larger image as to where we're headed, like the direction we're going. I can make some guesses and things like that, but there is truly something so beautiful about the stories that are told and all of the smaller like webs that are being weaved as we go along. And then they also get that closure later on in the game too. So I think that's something I'm looking forward to, is seeing how they tie all three of the stories up. And just how is it left? Is it left with hope? I'd hope so, no pun intended. I'd hope that they leave it with this hopeful stance as to what happens, or they actually do tell you what happens to the world of androids and humans and how they coexist together at the end, if that is the route that it goes towards. So I guess we play a big part in determining that outcome. With that, guys, that's gonna be it for us. We did four little nice fun storylines in this, but I think this is a good stopping point. I'll probably be going back to the 3 for future episodes, but I hope you guys enjoy a little bit longer of an episode, and thank you guys so much for watching. I just really hope you guys are getting to enjoy this replay through. I know I am. There is so much that I've forgotten, and I realize that when I'm doing this replay through is I'm like, I don't even remember these scenes, and to me it almost feels like, I wouldn't say that I feel like shameful for not remembering it, because obviously I have a lot of other priorities and things going on in my life other than just remembering a game. And that doesn't take away from the significance or the value that the game provides. It's just, there's a lot going on in my brain all the time. I'm a chronic overthinker. And also goldfish brain. So yeah, it's definitely been a fun replay. And so I hope you guys are still enjoying it. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, YouTube. Woo! Another one bites the dust.